All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another trailer reaction from the Multiverse of Geekdom. As you can see, I have a special guest with me. I have Taco coming from something to talk about. Talk about. What are we doing, sir?
Hi. I hit you up in our big group chat yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, Mortal Kombat trailer's coming out,
which I didn't know.
Tomorrow morning."
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I got my finger on the pulse, and I'm like, I don't do reactions on my channel, but I'm a Mortal Kombat freak, so let me know, draft me if anyone wants to be draft me, and you're like, yeah, dude, let's do it. And then there was a miscommunication. We didn't watch it right away. Probably my bad too. I went on a huge bike ride. I have watched it 15 plus times. So he's reacting to it.
Yes.
I've already watched it, but that gives me time to, I have stuff I want to say afterwards. And if he has any questions, I can answer them because I'm a lore guy, for the most part. So first and foremost, so I know Mortal Kombat lore like I know Star Wars lore.
Fair enough. That's fair. And I've played every game since the first one. I mean, obviously, mind blown when the first one came out. And I've played every single one since. I think. Heck yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I want to get right into this because I want to see this damn trailer.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes. Likely not made for children. Yeah.
It is time.
It does get a little Mortal Kombat-y towards the end, so yeah, definitely.
Oh, I don't know. That's fine. Up. Let's go.
To a new reality.
He's wearing the Raiden hat.
To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth.
Oh, that's not Liu Kang. Never mind.
That's Raiden.
In my new era, the choice is yours.
So I believe that's just regular Kung Lao. A lot of people are calling it Great Kung Lao.
I was going to say, yeah, it's right.
Strife.
Yeah, there's my girl.
To dwell in joyous prosperity. Or bitter rivalry.
Oh, they're sitting in the same carriage together?
You can face each other.
The greatest rivalry in Mortal Kombat history.
Or united as
or friendship.
Exactly. I love it. God, I love it.
But a storm is brewing.
Go.
And soon you will
there he is. There's my dude.
That even in this new era, one constant remains.
Is that his brother then?
Huh? No. That's just Fire God, and that's Shang.
Or Shang Tsung.
Something worth fighting for.
Watch this. Oh
yeah, yeah.
Yes, right.
Destroy them all. Feed on their souls.
Oof.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck around, find out, yo.
Dude.
This.
He is so OP now. It's ridiculous.
I love Mortal Kombat is just all about the excess of just how violent and how messed up can we go. And
yeah.
And it's been like that since the start. And yeah,
I'm pre-ordering that in 2 days.
Yep. One day, tomorrow. So here, let's get rid of it. So I got a lot of other information. So the normal one is like gonna be like $70. You can pre-order, but the premium or whatever, that's like $100. Yeah. And no matter what, if you pre-order, you get Shang. But you get to play the game 5 days early if you do the premium or the collector's edition. Yeah, I pitched it to my wife, and she's like, "Who cares? It's just 5 days." I was like, "Yeah, totally."
It's 5 days. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, why not? And also, you can get a Johnny Cage skin that is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my god!
Which is something that we've always wanted.
Yes.
Because if people don't know, the game originally started as a Jean-Claude Van Damme like vehicle, and then they couldn't get the license, so then they just like pivoted to Mortal Kombat. Yep. It was like a kickboxer or blood sport game. I think it was a blood sport.
I think it was blood sport because that's when he does the split and the uppercut to the nuts.
Then what else? It's now they got cameo characters, so there's going to be player characters and then cameo characters. And what cameo characters are, from what I can tell, are assist characters, so you don't get to play with them, but it's like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, where you can hit a button and you get your assist. So that way they can double the roster because they'll give characters, just make them assist characters. Which
you get Striker back?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming we'll get everybody that way. I mean, it will get people mad who are like, oh, I finally wanted Havoc playable and he's only a cameo character. Yeah. Whatever, at least he's going to be a cameo character. And I want Havoc playable too. But
I want everybody playable. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah. One of my favorite Mortal Kombat games is the original 3 trilogy because it had every character like ever.
Yeah, trilogy was great. Well, like, and I thought that they would do it because like at the end of every era, we get everybody's here. So there was like 1, 2, 3 Ultimate, and then trilogy, which was everybody. Yep. And then it was 4, which doesn't really count. Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, which was everybody. And then 9, 10, 11. Now this one. But even if it's like, I understand why you can't do an everybody is here now with how much goes into these characters. They're not just little sprites anymore. They're really intricate. But doing this cameo thing, I think, is really a cool idea. So, there's like a $200-something collector's edition, collectors with a K, where you get like a statue and everything. So it looks like they're
the crypt back again too for this one.
I'm assuming.
I love the crypt.
Looks like they're melding the two endings, if I can guess, because there's the Liu Kang ending and the Shang Tsung ending. If you haven't finished Aftermath, I'm sorry, but you can choose who wins Aftermath, so you can win it as Shang. So it kind of looks like maybe that Shang is coming in to mess things up, but I don't know. This is just guessing. But it does look like a lot of stuff is different
since the first one. So I mean, it makes sense that we're back to them too.
Shang is like, I'm glad that he's at least for now. Like, we don't know who the real, like, if he's the main villain or not. But I love keeping him prevalent as a main villain. Like in Aftermath, they made him a main villain again. And he was the main villain in the first one. And then he was part of the Deadly Alliance. Like, don't just knock him as a playable character and forget him there. Like, I'm glad that every once in a while they're like, oh, by the way, Shang's still one of the top guys not to mess with.
Yeah, I mean, he's still been in the background at least of every MK. I mean,
every game
that I can remember. Yeah, I don't think he's ever not at least been
4?
there.
Yeah, I don't think he's in 4. So who cares? Okay. But that's I think that's it.
But yeah, I mean, that's the main story. Oh, not the main story, but I mean, that's one of the big characters. Yeah. You can't leave him out. I mean, you just can't. So,
and I like that they gave him like Wolverine claws or something.
I know.
What's up?
Okay. Well, now he's fighting God level Liu Kang, so I mean, he's got to step it up some.
He's God level. Give him some Wolverine claws. He's God level in Aftermath. So, there's a lot of weird stuff, and I'm really interested to find out because it's not continuity errors; it's a change of continuity. So, if there is no Shao Kahn, or maybe there is a Shao Kahn, but how is Melina there? Because she's like made, in the flesh pits essentially. Like, how is Melina even there? Were they in Edenia or in Outworld in that trailer? I don't know. There's a lot of
much in this.
What do we do? What are we doing here? And I'm glad that we didn't see Johnny Cage, but then they say right up like, hey, you'll get a Johnny Cage skin. So it's like, cool. All right.
Oh, well, yeah, I can't imagine he wouldn't be in it, though. Yeah, exactly.
There's this big rumor going around where a lot of people thought it was taking place during the Great Kung Lao's era, and it does not seem like that's the case. Some people are still saying that the Kung Lao we saw here is Kung Lao's ancestor, the Great Kung Lao, but Great Kung Lao's never wore the hat. He's, he doesn't really look like that. He's bald. He wears like a bandana. He looks different. So, yeah, I hope that it's Kung Lao, Raiden, and we still get our Sonya, our Jax, our Johnny, and then new characters I'm pumped for. And,
I guess my only question is, though, if that's what it is, so that, wow, okay, so then they're changing a lot because...
They're changing a lot. This is a new timeline again.
This is a new timeline officially.
Yeah, this is a new timeline where Fire God Liu was in charge of the hourglass, and he was able to manipulate and change time. So I'm assuming he just went and, like, plucked out Shao Kahn. Like, you are not allowed to be in here anymore. Like, you keep messing everything up. Like, I'm assuming he's doing stuff like that. And I don't know if this Shang is the same Shang who also got in charge of an hourglass and is messing with it. But that's my guess.
I see.
Yeah, that's my guess.
This is the worlds colliding back again.
Kind of. Or maybe he's jumping... Maybe with his hourglass, he's jumping through timelines, murdering everybody, which does sound like a Shang thing.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like what he would do.
Well, he's like, why harvest the souls of one group of fighters when I can flip through the universe and get another, get another.
Now I got to go finish part 2 of Aftermath because I loved part 1, but I didn't get to finish it. So I
played through the story a couple times.
Yeah,
I've watched the 12-hour cinematic of 9, 10, and 11 and Aftermath that you can find on YouTube. I've watched it like 3 times. Like sometimes I'll just be like, I want to work through this 12-hour video for the next like 2 weeks. I'll do that. Or if I got nothing going on, I'll watch the cinematic. I've
definitely watched them. It's been so long, so long since
I love the campiness, the goofiness, the all-out dial-up to 11 heavy metal feel of Mortal Kombat. It's always been something that I've gravitated towards when I was a kid. So, like, and I love, like, I play a lot of fighting games, right? And every time I pick up a new fighting game, if there's no solo stuff to do, like, if it's literally like, you can play against the computer in like and that's it. Or you can play online and that's all. And there's like nothing else to do. I immediately like, oh, this falls like 5 notches.
So like, you went like Soul Calibur. See, I love Soul Calibur. That's like my second favorite.
When I grew up, I liked it, but the world's different now. And I mean, I was able to play Soul Calibur 2 and 3 and just play the arcade over and over and over again and enjoy it. And but right now, if you pick up King of Fighters 15, play the arcade mode, play against a single computer once, or play online. And then when you flip over to 11, like Mortal Kombat 11, you have the crypt, you have all this. They have these constant towers you can work your way through. There's always the Combat League if you do want to play online, but if you don't want to play online, there's this constant changing of stuff that you can do in all these new challenges. And that's why I'm gonna dip my toes. I'm gonna more than dip my toes. I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna dip my entire body into Street Fighter 6. But when MK comes out, I'm playing MK. I'm probably.
I don't even care about Street Fighter. This is the game. This is the one fighting game I have to play when it comes out. Like I have to play. Like
I don't know. Fighting games is such a once you get into the water, it's such a cool world of video games and I'm not good at them. I just love them.
Yeah. Dude, one of my favorite games of all time is Revenge of the Sith 3. The episode 3 Revenge.
Oh, of the Sith. Where they just toss in a fighting game as a thing.
As a mode. Yeah, it's just a random mode you can play, dude. It's so much fun though.
So
I
cool.
love that. Yeah. So guys, thanks for joining us. Dude, Tacos, thank you so much for coming over and talking about Mortal Kombat with me, man, and watching this again.
Troubles. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for this. Seriously, guys, I'm easily a 10 for me. Easily a 10 for me. This is not even a question.
I want to see a gameplay because it's like,
oh yeah,
hey, everything looks pretty, but that's the most I can go. Oh, this looks interesting storyline wise. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people didn't like 11, and it wasn't because of the storyline. It was because of the mechanics, right? Yep. X to 11 dropped huge when it comes to people like how the fighting game community liked it on the whole because of the mechanics. And they've said they're going to be changing a lot of them. So that's risky. Okay. I hope it's really good, but apparently the gameplay is going to play differently. And hopefully they're going to take, what has worked in other fighting games and try to pair with it a lot more. Do
you think they'll go back to the 3D style again? Try that again?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like 3D has its world and it has the people. Like the games own it and they're fine. Like Tekken, it's over there. Virtual Fighters used to be Virtual Fighter and it's over there, but because it hasn't had a new game in like 13 years. But like Mortal Kombat is in that 2.5 realm, and then like Street Fighter's also kind of hanging out in that 2.5. Like they all have their own little areas, and I feel like it was fun when they did it in like the PS2 era, but let's play some Mortal Kombat
game. Yeah, I hated that game. So I like the 2D. I like that they stick with that side scroller like fighter. I really do like that they stick with it.
Well, that's why 9 was so good. It didn't only bring back this 2D style, but it literally brought back all the same supers from 20 years before that or whatever. You know, like that was so cool that they did that. And now we're still doing that where Cabal plays like Cabal, this guy plays like this guy, and you know, it doesn't change, you know.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
All right. Well, you already said bye, so let's finish saying bye.
Let us know what you think down below, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to get to 1,000. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our craziness coming up, trailer reactions, any of our shows, and the Titans Championship. Please go check that out, guys. But till next time, I'm Jedi Master Tuck. That's Taco. We will see you all in the multiverse later.